Have you ever picked up your phone for a quick scroll? Just a quick one, a tiny little look, a harmless glance into the glowing rectangle. And then suddenly, 20 minutes have passed. You are still scrolling, you are not laughing, you are not learning, you are not even particularly interested. You are just moving your thumb up the screen like it has a separate contract of employment. And at some point, you realize, I'm not enjoying this anymore. But do you stop? No, of course not. You keep going. Because apparently, there might be something good coming up any second now. Just after this video of a man cleaning a rug, or someone making pasta in a forest, or a dog wearing sunglasses and looking more emotionally stable than you. So today's random thought is this. Why do we keep scrolling even when we are bored of scrolling? Because it is a strange thing to do. It is like standing in front of the fridge when you are not hungry, opening it, looking inside, closing it, waiting 3 minutes, then checking again just in case the fridge has developed new content. The weird thing about scrolling is that it often starts with a reason. You pick up your phone because you want to check something. Maybe a message, the weather, the time. Which is brave because checking the time on your phone is a dangerous activity. You've got to find out if it's 3:15 and suddenly you are watching a video called Man Accidentally Builds Underground Swimming Pool with Spoon. And now it's 3:47. You still do not know the time. You have learned nothing useful, but you are emotionally invested in the spoon project. That is how it gets you. Scrolling feels like doing something, even when it is almost nothing. Your thumb is moving, your eyes are busy, your brain is receiving a steady diet of tiny surprises, a meme, a recipe, a bit of gossip, a dramatic headline, a cat looking furious for no obvious reason, which, to be fair, is always worth a moment. And the problem is that every now and then something is actually interesting. This is the trap. If every post was boring, we would stop. But it is not. It is boring, 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 mightily interesting, boring, wait, what was that? And now your brain thinks, excellent, there may be more. So you keep going, like a tired little miner searching for gold in the mountain of content. And the really ridiculous part is that you can be fully aware that you are bored. You can actually say to yourself, this is boring, while continuing to scroll. That it's not multitasking, this is just being defeated by an app with a refresh button. And then there is the classic move. You close the app. Very mature, very responsible. Then, without thinking, you open the exact same app again. Instantly, like your thumb has gone, sorry, I thought we were having a good time. And your brain goes, no, we were leaving. And your thumb says, were we though? I think one reason we keep scrolling is that scrolling gives us the feeling that something might be happening. Not something specific, just something. And when we are bored, tired, restless, or avoiding something else, that something can feel oddly appealing. It is not always about enjoyment. Sometimes it is about escape. Sometimes it is about not having to sit with a quiet moment. Because quiet moments are dangerous. This is when your brain starts saying things like, remember that awkward thing you said in 2012? No thank you. Back to scrolling. There is also the tiny reward of not knowing what comes next. A lot of scrolling is basically a lucky dip for your attention. Most of it is not that exciting, but every so often you get a funny video, a useful idea, a weird fact, or something falling over in a way that feels educational. So your brain keeps checking, not because it's happy, but because it's hopeful, which is ridiculous, but also somehow makes sense. It is the same reason we keep checking emails when we are expecting nothing, or why we look in the snack cupboard when we already know what is in there. We are not searching for information. We are searching for a small change in feeling, a tiny spark, a little moment of novelty, something to interrupt the boredom. And phones are very good at offering that. Too good, in fact. They are basically boredom vending machines. Except instead of giving you crisps, they give you opinions, recipes, news, adverts, and a video of someone power washing a patio. And somehow the patio wins. So maybe that is why we keep scrolling, even when we are bored. It is not always because we are enjoying it. It is because part of us thinks the next thing might be better. The next post might be funny. The next video might be useful. The next update might be interesting. The next scroll might finally justify the previous 27 scrolls. And sometimes it does. But often we just come out of it slightly dazed, holding our phone, wondering, what happened to the last hour of my life? Which is not ideal, but also very human. Because boredom is uncomfortable and scrolling is easy. Too easy. It asks nothing from us except one thumb and a willingness to lose track of time. So maybe the real question is not, why do we keep scrolling? Maybe it's, what are we trying not to feel while we are scrolling? Or less dramatically, why am I watching a stranger organize their fridge at midnight? Both are valid questions. So be honest. Do you ever keep scrolling even when you are bored of scrolling? And what is the thing that gets you? Food videos? Animal videos? Random drama? People cleaning things that absolutely did not need to be that satisfying? Please tell me I'm not the only one. No judgment. Let me know in the comments.